Good morning. How's everyone? Happy Saturday of the Thanksgiving long weekend here in Canada. Crazy to think that Thanksgiving has already snuck up on us. I'm just getting us up on the computer here so we can chitty chat. Bear with me, I'm a little bit of a rookie here. I've been off for a bit and don't remember how to use anything. All right, there we go. Looks like it's a little slow. Facebook might be a little slow for you this morning. So as you hop on, say good morning. Cheers to Bailey's and tea. I do not have tea in here this morning. I have a little protein shake that looks like chocolate milk. So cheers to that. I've been up for a bit, so I don't need any more tea. I'll be like vibrating all day. All right, hopefully you can find me. And you say good morning and we'll get started. I'm not going to chit chat too long with you front facing because we got a lot to cover today, folks. I got a lot to show you, a lot of good inspiration, a lot to tell you. So it's going to be a very quick project, but I think a very useful one for your gift giving season that is upon us now. And you'll be able to use it with many, many different products, and it will serve you well. So it'll be a good one. All right. Hi, Glenda. Yeah, I was looking in my calendar and I can't even find when I was live last. If the video has disappeared off my feed, then it's been over a month, right? That's how Facebook works. Rhonda found me. Hello, Rhonda. All right, so let's flip you around, get started, and we will dig into all the goodies. Hopefully I can hide it when I flip you around, that are spanning across my table right now. It's a bit of a disaster here in the studio, just be forewarned. All right, so let's flip you around. Let's do quickly this way. Slide you back. You'll see some of my mess. Was I quick enough to hide it? Probably not. So here's some little chocolates in my cute little new bowl that I got that of course is carrot shaped. Let's make sure Facebook caught up with us. Let's just raise you just slightly. You look a little low there. So who's ready to gobble till they wobble, right? It's that weekend. It's not catching up. I am a busy bunny. As I kind of make sure everything is caught up here, I am looking into, I met a new friend who does a lot of craft fairs. And so I am looking into getting into a craft fair that happens. There's one in November and there's one in December. I'm not sure which one I'm going to do because it'll depend on how much stuff I get ready. But I'm getting ready to do a craft fair. So that is the craziness that goes on here. All right, so today we are going to play with, you didn't see a thing. Oh, phew. We're going to play with the Traditions of Christmas product suite. Now it is a jumbo collection. It's on page 21 of your mini catalog. It comes with so many things, which we will look at here. So it's got a sentiment and label die set, which the labels are big and juicy, and you've got some little ones here too that you can use. This one you can actually cut apart along the lines. It actually has, I probably glued this down really well. It's actually got like a slit that goes down the middle, so you can cut this apart and use it differently. These ones also have like little slit parts that kind of come up, so there you can weave some ribbon underneath them and stuff like that. It's kind of a neat little technique that a lot of people don't use. Let me grab some ribbon here. We'll show you the ribbon and then I'll weave it. So it's got this beautiful, I think it's real red. Yes, it is. Shiny ribbon, they call it. Let's do a quick little demo here. And then you can see. So you can weave that under, and then you could layer another label on top or something like that. So you've got some options there too, or some twine or something under there that will give you some extra goodness. And then you've got some beautiful sentiments here that layer onto this banner, which is just wonderful. And they're big and bold and lots of fun. So obviously we've played a lot with that. And then you've got the Christmas greenery, which goes with the paper so incredibly well. And these are the dies here. So you've got some stamps that match up with the images here, where you can stamp out different colors and sort of match the paper if you like, or you can stamp them in your own colors and customize them however you like. You've got a little kind of build a bow sort of die here, which is super cute. You've got some great big holly and some berries, and then some greenery, which could be used on any type of Christmas project that you want. I love this sprig. And so you can build. The paper also has images that are pre-colored that can die cut out with the dies. So let's have a quick look at the paper here. So you've got, I only have a little strip of this piece left here. So you've got this gorgeous one that has a nice red polka dot on the back. You'll see that the polka dot obviously was popular in what I was creating. And then you've got this one. So the die will cut out this image here. And then you can fussy cut out these red little poinsettia flowers. And then you've got a beautiful Secret Sea striped pattern. I was also going to say polka dots there for a second. So in this set, you've got Old Olive, Cherry Cobbler, Pool Party, Real Red, Secret Sea, and the gold foil. This piece is stunning. And then you've got a green plaid on the back. This set is so hard because it's got beautiful images with the gold on one side, but then the back sides are just as gorgeous. So you need 2 packs if you order this. The die set will cut out these images as well, just so that you have the option to use front and back. Now, Glenda says she loves this pack, or this suite. So, did you order 2 packs of paper, Glenda, so that you have the front and the back to use? So also Secret Sea and some dots, which is kind of fun. This piece is absolutely gorgeous. I just love this sort of mixture of pinks and blues and reds and the Secret Sea. Secret Sea is my new black, and this plaid is absolutely stunning too. They're 11 in the large flower. Oh, good tip. Good tip, Glenda. Thank you. I did not count them. I did cut a couple sheets out when I was preparing for Creative Carnival so that I could use that. There's also a beautiful wreath die, and there's 17 of the smaller flowers. So, well, I'm assuming that Glenda's done some fussy cutting and some die cutting with her machine and the die to know all that information. That's very helpful. So this die is bigger. I'm not sure the size of this. I didn't measure it. It's one of our bigger dies. So on card fronts, you're really only going to get sort of half of it, but you'll see in some samples, I believe, I've pulled some, that I've used it, and it creates a wonderful background too. So this is a great die to use. And then you've got the scrapbooking set that goes with it as well, that coordinates really well with what's already in the suite, and you'll see some samples as well where you'll get that. And then you've got these beautiful gems. Now I don't have a whole, I do have a whole sheet left. I was going to say I don't have very many left, but I do have half a pack here. Let me get them out. They're these lovely little sequins that come in 3 different sizes, and you've got them in red, gold, real red, sorry, Pool Party, gold, and Old Olive. And they are, you'll see I've got multiple sheets on the go here. They are absolutely stunning. They're very flat, so they're good for mailing. Hooray to getting rotating strikes so that mail can get moving again. And then one more thing I'm going to mention before we jump into our project. You'll see there's some extra samples and stuff, which you will see these samples in a minute when I go into my little share. Stampin' Up! Is starting a class that I have signed up for just to see what it's all about. You're only going to see little sneak peeks of the cards. It's going to happen online in an exclusive Facebook page on October 23rd. So there is still time to sign up for it. Basically, you just place an order, you select this kit, and then you're going to get some details on how to sign up by email, I would imagine. I haven't gotten mine yet, so I'm not sure exactly the whole process, other than you're going to need the order number that you placed your order on for the class to enter into the Facebook page stuff, so that the admins can probably just coincide that you actually paid for the class and all that kind of stuff. And it's a $41 value. So it does feature this suite that we're playing with today. So that's an added thing if you want to get creating with this set. It will give you a good send off to start that up. So let's quickly, before we jump into our project, announce our winners for when we were live last, because we can't remember when that was. So Lena, you won the little card and the More Than Autumn stamp set, and I'll be able to mail that out now. And then Rhonda, who is live with us today, you've won this beautiful card and then this Circle of Seasons dies. Okay, so that's the ones that were the last paper pumpkin kit. If you already have them, we'll touch base and we'll figure something out for you. If not, then those will be on their way to you. All right, so let's jump into our project and then all the samples from Creative Carnival that I have to show you. It's big, you're needing to learn ideas to use it. All right, well, I will try and help you out with that, Rhonda. So this is a cute little gift card holder. You'll see when you pull this out, it has a little gift card on it. It's like a little pocket, and it uses up a 6x6 piece of designer series paper. So out of one piece, you can get 4 of these little pockets. Now it is gift giving season, so these will come in very handy. They slip very nicely into a stocking, and yeah, they're just perfect. I don't know where I found the tutorial, or maybe I just made it up with some paper that was lying on my desk. I have no idea, but I thought it was kind of cute, and it uses a few of the new products as well. So I've pulled out just a 6x6 piece of paper. Now you want to keep in mind, I did not score that very well. You can see the edge sticking out. But you grab a 6x6 piece of paper. You want to make sure that you like the pattern on the other side, or that is semi-directional, and you can choose whether you want to see the plain pattern on one side, and then when you fold this down you'll see the pattern on the inside, or you want your sort of gold and specialty paper on the outside, and then when you fold it over you're going to see your pattern. I prefer to have like the shimmery kind of fun on the outside, and then when I flip it over I'm going to see the inside. Now I'm just going to trim this up. So like I said, you need a piece of 6x6 scored at 3, obviously, because you're just putting this in half, and you are going to score way better than I did. Or I just need to change the blade in my trimmer, and I'll get a better cut going on. I don't know what's going on there. So 6x6 scored at 3, fold it in half, score it with your bone folder just to get it really crisp. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to fold this over. Now you're going to want to extend it just slightly so that you have a little bit sticking over the edge. So you've got it kind of like this. Hopefully the camera can pick that up okay, right? And then we're going to score that down. And then we're going to grab our tear tape, and we're just going to put a little bit along the edge. Let me just switch this around so that we can see. There we go. Okay. Yes, congrats, Rhonda. I have a little pile of things I think that I have to send to you from before the nail strike happened. So you're going to want a little bit of tape here and a little bit of tape here, because you just want to hold down this edge. The rest you need to be able to slide something in and out. Okay, so pull that off. You can use a tombow if you want, and you're going to stick that down. Okay, so now we've created a little pocket that we can slide something in and out of. Okay, so then I have brought in, because these are absolutely fantastic, let's pull this out so we can see it. So I've got just a little tag that I built so that you can pull it in and out. So I've grabbed the branching out dies, which are absolutely fabulous. I love the stitched and sort of the little cutout in the corners. So I've used number 4. So I count from the biggest one to the number 4, and I've cut out 2 of these in bubble bath. And then I've brought in the pattern tag dies. Now you're only going to need sort of like a small little topper for these. You could also use the Sign Design punch that is new from the online exclusives. But basically I just grabbed this one and the tag die and I layered them up together, and then I got this. So you'll see that I only have sort of half of it cut, and I'm just going to sandwich it in between the layers that I have here to create my little tag. So all I did was I just taped it down, glued them together, and then I've got my second piece that we're just going to layer over top to sandwich that in between. Nice and easy, right? So let's grab our glue. So this will use up a good amount of your scrap bin, I find. I mean, I always go to my scrap bin first when I'm looking for a piece of cardstock to cut or whatever. So this is a great way to use up those little pieces. So we'll just make sure that's good and sealed. So we've got it the same on both sides. Oh, you have these tag dies. Awesome, Rhonda. Yeah, they're great. I love them. What else do I need to tell you? So your pocket size, you need something, if you don't use the branched out dies, you just need a die that is sort of 2.5 by 4-ish in your sizing so that it slides in perfectly here to where you put your tape. Obviously you don't want it to get stuck in your tape or anything like that, and you want whoever the recipient is to be able to slide that in and out. Okay, so that just goes in there very nicely. And then we're going to layer a few ribbons. Now if you don't have, what is this, white fluffy trim from online exclusives, it is amazing. You'll see it's very fluffy, looks like snow, and then it's just a woven material on the back. So the back side's not very cute, but it will naturally roll up like this little fuzzy trim. You know that little oh, what was that, like curling ribbon, curling twine that used to put on balloons back in the day? It kind of curls up like that without even having to use your scissors or anything like that. So it is awesome. You need it. So I've just grabbed this, I think it's Balmy Blue. I don't know, it kind of looks pool party. I don't know what ribbon this is because I just have a small little sampling of it, so I'm not sure where it came from. Probably online exclusives. Oops, I'm doing this wrong. Hang on. We're going to put our fluffy trim in first. And you'll see, it just kind of curls up on its own. And when you cut it, it's amazing. I need to order like 6 more rolls of this because I'm going to use it forever. So it creates like this little, and you can kind of manipulate it to kind of curl it too. So it kind of just naturally does it on its own. It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun to play with. And then we're just going to, if we can, you might need your tweezers. Oh, I got it with my nail. Okay. So we'll kind of just layer these up. Now you don't have to do this many layers. You could just do one and it's very sufficient. Hi, Wendy. Good morning. And then I've just grabbed some twine that I'm going to tie in a bow. I think you're getting colder than us here in Edmonton, up your way in Cornell there, Wendy. I know the mountains are going to get some snow today. We had a bit of rain this morning, so. And we're going down to -7, I think, as of tomorrow. It's supposed to be 15 here today. I've got everything cleaned up in the yard because, you know, summer's over here in the prairie lands. Okay, and then we will just trim off our extra. This ribbon's all wonky because it was folded around a little piece of cardstock. So you can just kind of manipulate those where you want them. Cute, right? Looks nice and full and kind of fun. And then you can take your gift card, and really I just put a glue dot on the back. Of course, try and find a gift card that matches your project, right? So you just attach that there, nice and easy. And then that will just slide in there and you're done. So now we want to do a little decorating. So on this one, I just used the die cuts that Glenda was talking about because there's hundreds of them that come out of your, well, not hundreds, but 17 to whatever she said. And you will be able to just layer all those together, trim off ends that you don't want. So I've got little pieces sort of layered on each other. This one's from the middle of something else, and then you're just going to attach a tag. So for this one, I brought out my favorite set. Of course, you guys will guess this from me. It's Festive Friends. I've grabbed a little snowman and a little tree out of the die cuts, and we're just going to layer that onto here. And then it'll be quick and easy decorating. So that's another thing, is you can use some sort of scraps off your desk and little die cuts that you may have cut too many of, and then you can build these very, very easily. So we'll put a little tree beside him. We'll attach him there, and then we'll put our little to and from. So these are great for your hairdresser, your pet sitter, dog walker, just anything to give. If you're flying somewhere, you can give it to the stewardess or your hotel cleaner. And then you don't have to put two here. You can actually put like season's greetings or Merry Christmas or something out of the, where's the stamp set here? Out of here, you can put just for you or 'tis the season or something like that to change it up. I just put two because obviously this will be used as a little gift thing, and quick and easy decorating. You can add a couple little gems there if you'd like, and because I don't know where mine are. Oh, here they are. And just kind of, it's finished. It's quick and easy, and I think I'm going to put pool party ones. So it'll kind of look like snow, right? And it's easy, and we'll use up that paper so that you're not hoarding it into the new year. All right, you like that? Give me thumbs ups in the comments if you do. Let me just shove all this to the side. Let's clean the desk because we have so many things to look at. Okay, I'm gonna have a gigantic pile in front of me. Let's put those right there so I pull them back in eventually. So in the theme of gift cards and gift tags and stuff like that, so this little box was created exactly how it is in the catalog, and it's just got a little, this is great for to give to your neighbors or something like that. It's got some die cut pieces in it. It's got a little mixture. You can add a piece of twine, a little bit of gems, some ribbon, and then just die cut in your scraps. You can have paper, you can have different images for different size sentiments, pieces, and they can layer and build sort of whatever they want. You can fill it up as much as you want, and then it makes a little great, this keeps coming off. I don't know what's going on here. I was doing that in display too. So this is a great little gift to give to somebody, and then they can create all these beautiful little tags, all the little pieces. So if you don't want to save those little pieces after you've created all your little projects, sit there and fussy cut and watch your favorite show, and then put them in this little box, and then just gift them to somebody to create little tags with. Pretty, right? Some of these are from the catalog, and then some are these are just ones that I put together. And then there's these cute little cards. I think these are inspired by Kim McGillis. She made these cute little 3x3 cards, and then you'll see that's that banner, that double banner cut down, and then the bow built out of gold. And then this comes from the stamp set. So if you're wondering where this little wreathy thing came from, let me just find the stamp set. So there's a little sprig here, and it's just multiply stamped all the way around. So stamped full strength, and then stamped off, and then just a little circle. So I just took like a small little circle, drew a very, very faint little pencil line. You'll actually see a little pencil mark there. The camera probably won't pick it up. You can just erase that afterwards. But build yourself a little wreath. And then there's also this little leaf one here in the stamp set. And so she did this little one with that. Same thing, just drew a little circle and then just built those images above. Now this little gold Christmas greeting came from our Greetings for You mix and match ephemera. They're absolutely gorgeous. And I just cut this down. They're kind of, I think it said Merry Christmas, and I just cut out the Christmas and then layered it with the banner instead. So those are cute. I built the box. We don't have those boxes, Rhonda. I looked at the picture and then I did a whole lot of cutting and wasting of paper, and then I built it. So I do have the measurements and can share them. And then I have these little tags from, I don't know, way back. And so I just chalked a little image on the back, and then I built a little tag on the front, and then on the back I've just put a little pocket here as well, and then you can slide a little gift card in the back. So if you see these at your local dollar store or something like that, you can build these little tags as well. I can give you the measurements, Rhonda. They're fairly easy to make. Just you have to have the window sheets, full window sheet pages, because the front is a bit of a weird measurement. So here's another one using the pet bundle for your pet sitter to give them a little coffee card so they can grab a coffee while they walk your pet. Aren't these cute? And then this one I've just done a little stripe and used up bits and bobs of things that I had lying around. And then this is that gold and white twine. It also comes with a gold and black from the Modern Christmas Suite, I think is what it's called. And then these gold hoops with the ornamental Christmas die set. That's where that came from. So you've got some beautiful, that's where that ornament came from, and the topper, and then this little tree came from there as well, and then it has a circle that cuts it out. So this is just building it with parts, scraps of paper, and then I have one more in the hoop, and there's that Modern Christmas Suite, and then a little wreath again that I made. So these make a cute little gift as well for your neighbors or something like that. Put it with a bottle of wine or a little bouquet of flowers, and you've got some cute little gifts. Here's some other ones using that sign design, and of course my favorite, Festive Friends, on the acrylic 3-inch round clear ornaments that you can get from that lovely store that delivers right to your door. And then just using little pieces, and then I just put a to and from. So these can be used as tags or ornaments depending on what you put on the back of them. You can write a little sentiment there instead of to and from if you'd like, and it acts as sort of its own card to of course, to attach to a bottle of wine or something like that. This one uses the what is it called? Keeping Traditions? Where is it? Yes, the scrapbooking set. So I've just built this as well with the little elf, and same, I've just put a to and from, so these can be used as a little ornament. I like to wrap presents in like just plain brown paper, and then add little elements and stuff like that to it. You're busy making ornaments. Well, here's some cute ideas for you, Rhonda. And then there's this little one. I don't know if you have this, Festive Friends, but it is so much fun. I'm going to make a whole bunch of these for the craft fair as well. So that's those. And then we've gone through that. And then I did a stamp camp with Brenda and Karina. And here's some of the cards that I created at that. So you'll see on the background, there is that embossing folder. Sorry, the name escaped me. And it just covers the whole back, and it just gives it so much texture and fun to it. Like I just love it. And then those are just the big alphabet dies. I don't remember what they're called right now. Just cut out the word joy, and or ho ho ho. Even if you made it a little bit longer, if you made a slim line, you could do ho ho ho. And then that's using some of the elements from that scrapbooking stamp set. Nice and fun, right? Here's another gorgeous one. Now that's using just a piece of the embossing folder in the back. So it's like a half piece of paper. So here's some ideas for you, Rhonda, with that embossing folder. And then just using one of the cutouts from the designer series paper. These are from the scrapbooking set. Oh no, maybe not. Yes, they are. And then just using a little cute sentiment, some of the paper, nice and easy. Here's another fun one using one of the cutout elements. Cutting a little circle, fa la la la, comes from the scrapbooking set. I think Celebrate does as well. And it's just fun. And then you can use those elements on the inside as well. So that's just a little bit of the ribbon, layering some of those die cuts so that you use them up. You don't want to be stockpiling them, you guys. Come on. And then this is a fun one using our birch. Don't forget about our birch embossing folder. Just tearing off an edge, adding a little scrap of paper there, and then just using and layering some of those Designer Series paper elements. Here's another one using that embossing folder. I love this card. And then a piece of the designer paper, the back side with the arch dies, which are in the last chance list. And then it's just simply layering some of those die cuts again. 'Tis the Season comes from our word set, and then just cutting your ribbon in half and just using a small little element of it. This one's cute too, using the banner dies and using the set, the scrapbooking set again. And then it's just a gift card holder on the inside as well. Fun, right? I need to take that out so I don't lose track of it. So those came from Creative Day Getaway. I think the next one is in February-ish, I think. All right, so let me grab my little pile here. So this was a sample from the catalog that I recreated with Bella. Let me just make some room here beside me. So I'll show you some catalog samples that I recreated here. And then we've got this one. So lots of the die cuts, like use that paper, cut them all out and use them up, even if you have to fussy cut them. So use them up. This one is colored with some watercolor pencils and using your blender pen. Cute, right? And then emboss the grading. So you'll see how really that the gradings in that stamp set fit nicely onto that. And then you've got this gorgeous one. Those are the holly leaves out of that set. Does Karina advertise? I would say go to Brenda Zorn's Stamp with Brenda page. I think she posts on there. Sometimes they're in the general store. I'm not positive on that. If you check out Brenda's Facebook page, though, she does post them there. If not, just message me and I'll figure out the details and get you in contact with them. This pretty one, I love it with the gold and the pool party, and then stamp and emboss onto your Designer Series paper scraps. Isn't that a great idea? Okay, so that's it from the catalog samples. And then we've made some other ones. So this is very natural. This is using those rub-ons that are in the catalog. I don't even know what page they're on. Glenda might remember. And just layering it, very natural sort of look. This paper is the Country Woods. And this is a little bit of paper that carried over from last year. And Glenda and I did use it in the stamp camp, which is called Seasons of Elegance, I do believe. I can't find it behind me. So I think that's what it's called, though. It had some greens and stuff like naturals and stuff like that in it. So just to blend in that girl. And then that's just a stamped in basic beige, the image from the stamp set. And then we've got this one. Here's another one using the background of that embossing folder. And then with this, I just cut out my sign my label, and then I glued it down to a piece of cardstock, and then I fussy cut around to get that sort of red image. Made a sort of like a wintry birthday card. Here's using that. Oh, I forget what this technique is. I think we made it in a team event, Glenda, actually. And I just copied it and made it into a Christmas card. But just layering some little pieces that I had laying around on my desk. A slim line. I think this was a case on Stacy Marsh card that she did, maybe in the design team shares on the Stampin' Up website. Isn't that fun? And that's using that season, I think it's called Season of Elegance Designer Series paper again, and cutting that pine image out of that. So pretty, right? Okay, here's a fun one. Again, using those Greetings for You mix and match ephemera. So they're all white, they're gold, sort of printed, and there you get, I don't even know how many sheets in there. There's tons. There's 2 of each sheet. I think there's 4 sheets of images, I think, in all different greetings and stuff like that. And they are so helpful to just quickly stick on a sentiment and be done with it. Fractured, that's it. Fractured card technique. Thank you, Glenda. And then to remember that we have more ephemera, I also used Fully Flowering, which carried over. It's in the annual catalog, and brought in the pinks from that into this fun card. Now, I have done this one before in a slim line and using the flip flaps. So it opens up, gift card holder on this side, and then I've just used little elements from the, whoops, I didn't glue that down, or it didn't stick. Just gluing those extra elements down to kind of draw attention to, obviously, that there's a little card over there, and just finishing it off. So that's a slimline card with a flip flap on the front to make a gift card holder. This one's a photo sort of one. So you can put your favorite photo here of your kids from your school picture or something like that. This is using the Long Time No See, and it is super cute. I love this little llama. And the mini corrugated embossing folder, which nope, it's not on the Last Chance. Never mind. And then I've just added him to the inside as well, and that's a sentiment from the stamp set that goes with it. Yes, they are self-adhesive. I forgot to mention that. That is an added bonus, I tell you. Oh. And then here's a fun little pocket card, and I've just used the banner dies, and I've just watercolored this in, lazy watercoloring, just to bring that in. This is that twine, I think it's a petal pink twine that I just dissected, and then it just pulls out, and it's just got a stamped image to match on the inside. So this could also be a gift card holder, or just a fun little way to use up some designer series paper. Now these are all fun folds that I'm showing you here. I think I got 1, 2, 3 more, and then 2 more projects after that. Okay, and then we've got this fun one, which has a belly band on it that you just slide off. So I've just decorated that. Here you'll see again, Rhonda, I'll point these out so that you see it. I've just used half of it, of that embossing folder, onto the circle that I've die cut, and it just adds a little bit of texture in the back. Oh, that embossing folder's gone, Rhonda, or Glenda, is that what you're saying? Oh, that's too bad. We had one way back in the day, so you may still have a corrugated sort of looking one. And then this just folds out like this. So this is using a lot of that paper, and I love this red printed one. And then here on the inside too, again, I've used that embossing folder just to add a little bit of dimension to the back. So I think it's like, because it's so big, you can only use it for certain things in its full form, but to add texture and stuff like that to the background, you've got some great ways to do that. Here's another fun fold one. Using paper and stamps and all that. You've got enough ideas now? Perfect. This is a fun one too. This die set is on the Last Chance list. Oh, what is it called? Impressions in Bloom, I think. Yes, that sounds correct. The circles, I think, are on the Last Chance list, but don't quote me because I haven't looked at it in a few days. They could already be gone. As Glenda says, I've totally missed the boat on that corrugated thing. This one I just did in the basic beige stamped. I used, of course, the images out of the stamp set and stamped over top in different colors to create my stamped image in the colors that I wanted. So I sort of wanted this sort of woodsy, and then it just opens up like that. This is using some of that fun new paper. What's it called here? Let me look behind me. Irresistible Design specialty paper. It's got a flower pattern, a leafy pattern, and then this plaid sort of shiny pattern. fun, right? And then this one I did at a recent stamp camp, and then it folds up and it's got more. So it just keeps on going. It's a card that keeps on giving. And I just used this from some scraps that I had on my desk. There you'll see I've just blended some ink over top of that paper to sort of draw attention to it. And lots of fun, right? One more fun fold. So this one I've done many times. This one's fun because it just keeps on going too. Just layered some of those die cut images with some stamped images and some lazy watercoloring. Opens up. Same again there, some lazy watercoloring. And then it opens up again as a final card. And then of course when you put it on, it will stand open like this if you'd like. And it's lots of fun. So those are some fun fold ideas for you. And then just quickly, we've got a cute little pocket book scrapbooking album, I guess you'd call this. It opens up. It's got some images there that you can put some pictures. It's got some cute little places here to layer some pictures. It ties in the middle. Just got all the little die cuts and just little images that I've taken out from other places. It's got some of those memories and more cards in it. Hi, King. I'm busy, bud. And some of the ephemera as well that carried over. And then it just opens up. This is a trip to Banff. It's got some little images there. It's got some things that pull out here. A little winter bucket list of things that we did. This is some more of the ephemera pack. And then on the back side, it's just got some more places for pictures. So this would be a great like sort of family gift that you give to like a grandparent or something with a little trip that you've done. And this can be their cute little Christmas album that they put out. And then it's got paper on the back side as well. So this is a tutorial that I purchased from Gail Ellis. She always does such great things. I've shown you some other ones before. I think with the Storybook Friends one, I bought another tutorial as well. So she's always got some great little album ideas. And then this fun little one. And then this is our last thing to show. And then I'll let you go for the day. We're a little over time because I had so much to show you. So this is fun. So it opens up. It's got a little pocket here for journaling, and I've just included a little tag and one of the memories and more cards. And then you've got a little place for pictures. Again here, just added a little tag, included a little card for journaling on the back. So I've just sandwiched two of them together so that you can write sort of what happened or whatnot. Another area for a picture, and then you've got some journaling area and a little pull out there, and then I've just added some things. And then we've got a little picture here, and then I've just left it blank on the back, but that's your little pull out cue to take it out of this little back pocket. Now I did have someone request a little tutorial on this, so I will have to dissect this and get the measurements, and because I didn't write them down as I was making it. And I'll do a YouTube video on this, and then I'll post that I'll post a link in my, or directions on how to find it in my Facebook feed. And then I can't remember the lady's name from Creative Carnival that wanted it. So hopefully she'll find it and she can create it herself. So this is a great little flip flap album. You'll see where an entire piece of that polka dotted paper went. So lots of fun. Yes, I love Gail's tutorials. Gail is absolutely amazing. So that's what we built today. Little gift card pocket holder. Hopefully you loved it. Hopefully you loved all the other inspiration. There is more, trust me. Wednesday I'll post, and then throughout the week I'll post some more on my feed. So keep checking to see all the extra little goodies. And thank you again for joining me this week. And I will see you next week with something else. I haven't decided yet. So if you have some ideas, shoot them off to me. I would love to have some help. And yeah, stay tuned for the rest of this week to see more samples with the Traditions of Christmas suite. and some other fun ideas that you can use for gift giving. And I'm in the works, if you didn't see my post the other day, that so many stamps, so little time. I'm in the works of planning some of the 12 days of Christmas projects that I'll share with you. I'm just not sure when I'm going to start that. What do you guys think? You tell me in the comments. Should I start it so towards the end of November or October, so that you kind of have all of November to do it? Should I do it at the beginning of October or November? Or should I do it when I normally do it for the first 12 days of December? You put in the comments what you want. I'm sure you want it as early as you can get it so that you can make the project. It's sort of what I'm thinking in my brain. But you guys tell me, because then I will create projects and I will start sharing the 12 days of Christmas. So that means I go live every day for 12 days to show you projects that you can create. So projects like this and little gift giving items and stuff like that, so that you have a great selection for your gift giving season. All right. Oh, thanks, Glenda. Yeah, it's glad to have sort of like a little routine, I guess I should say. I just got so busy over the summer, which I'm sure you all did too, right? All right, so I will look forward to your comments and your oohs and ahs this week as I share extra projects. And thank you again for joining me. I appreciate you all joining me in. Sooner is better. Okay, I like that. November 1st, Rhonda says. All right. Okay, love it. I think we lost Wendy. She must have dropped off. That's okay. I know she comes back and watches replay and will comment. So anyone else out there, if you're watching the replay, make sure you comment to tell me when you'd like me to start 12 Days of Christmas. And I will get working on that. Well, I'm already halfway through it. So hint, hint. And so we can get started sooner than later. All right. Take care, everybody. Enjoy your Saturday. I will see you next Saturday for another Bailey's and Tea. And take care and paper hugs. Bye.